Hello and welcome to this special edition and the coverage coming your way from Nile TV International regarding the latest developments in the region and the path of the negotiations between the United States and Iran to be ending the war as soon as possible, according to a memorandum of understanding, and the space of time for 60 days to be solving the other issues regarding the war. And to be shedding more light on the updates for the day, I'm honored to be having with me over the phone Mr. Rahman, the political analyst. Mr. Amr, can you hear me?
Yes, I am hearing you quite well.
Thank you very much for being with us tonight on Nile TV International. And first of all, how would you comment on the latest statements by both sides from the United States and Iran that a deal could be reached as soon as possible? Some even said on Sunday.
Well, first, it's a pleasure to be with you tonight, and we are all optimistic having those declarations, whether from Iran or the American administration. There is a resolution should be reached in a matter of hours. Yes. And of course, we all are waiting for finalizing that resolution. For too many common interests, I believe that the two administrations in Tehran and in Washington has reached a point of common interest for this time being, according to the circumstances that are around, whether politically, whether economically, whether even domestically, especially that we have near elections in the U.S. and another elections near elections in Tel Aviv, and those were in Tel Aviv and in Washington. Those were the masterminds of the whole aggression or the operation against Iran. On the other hand, of course, Iran has suffered enough to take another wave of aggression, especially that they can use their backup, the Russian and the Chinese backup to their situation. That gives the situation a kind of balance and a room for negotiating for better terms. That's how we can imagine how the resolution has come to close to an end. Meeting halfway. We can call it meeting halfway. Yes. Between the two sides or the two fronts.
And we have seen today Israeli strikes against the targets for Hezbollah in Lebanon, in the south of Lebanon, and in Beirut as well. The call came from the American President Donald Trump that no one should be striking once again from Israel and from Iran as well. This will be complicating the negotiations. Do you think that this will be happening, that there will be a ceasefire at least for the next few hours and the next few days for the deal to be coming through finally between the U.S. and Iran?
There are two things here we are almost sure of. First, Israel won't stop undermining the deal. Second, the U.S. today, the U.S. administration today, as I have mentioned, it has that target today to end up the war, not permanently, but for the time being, for such tactical objects, or tactical targets, but just for the time being. So I believe the strategy will be switched from pressuring from the direction Israel pressuring the U.S. today. I believe that U.S. will put more pressure on to stop any strikes or anything that could spoil the deal with the Iranians. This is a common interest today that is gathering the Iranians and the Americans for the time being, but of course not permanently. So I believe the roots of this aggression is not from the U.S., it's coming from Israel. So I believe today this is the final steps to be taken. I believe Israel will obey just for a while until even call it this month to pass, and then we will see. Until the elections to come, and then we will see.
Yes, and immediately after the signing, according to the statements of the American president, the Strait of Hormuz will be opened. So in your opinion, what will be the remaining sticking points between the U.S. and Iran to be discussing within the next 60 days or 2 months?
Well, the negotiations will be always around the point of the Iranian assets of the uranium, the enriched uranium, and making sure that Iran will not be able to manufacture any weapons, nuclear weapons for the coming years, and how Iran will give the guarantee for this to happen. Despite this is a fact, and this is what's going on, and these are the only way to reach a deal. But on the other hand, where is the Arabic situation? The Arabic situation today is witnessing an unbalanced situation, because we as Arabs, we do not possess any nuclear weapons. So we were depending on Iran, despite the hard times or the hard feelings between the Arabs and Iran. We were depending on Iran to make the balance between the two sides, the nuclear Israeli, or the Israeli nuclear against the Iranian nuclear. So we now will witness a one-side domination or nuclear domination only by the Zionist existence, and this is a huge threat. As I would call it a battle of existence. When you find that Israel is now turning into not just a nuclear state, but also the one and only nuclear power in the region, that is the most important danger to the existence of the Arabs at large. And I mean all the Arabs. And that's a critical situation and a historical situation. I don't believe it should be passing over that way. We as Arabs should unite. We as Arabs should realize that uniting around the one and only leader in this territory, in this region, which is Egypt, is the only solution to protect our own national security.
Yes, and how do you see the future of the Iranian nuclear project after the conclusion of the discussions and the negotiations between Iran and the United States, and after the end of the war?
Okay, today, for the coming few months, Iran will stick to the plan, will commit their obligations towards the resolution. But that doesn't mean they will change their strategy. Their strategy is possessing the nuclear weapon. And on the other hand, the Israeli will not change its strategy that is based on false text, forged text of Torah that is claiming they should eliminate the existence of Persia. This is their strategy. This is the false text of that is strategy is based upon.
Yes.
We all know that Israel is a religious state. It's not a civil state. It's not.
Yes.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
So I believe they will not change their strategy, but they only will change the tactics for the time being.
Yes, Mr. Abdel Rahman, the political analyst. Thank you very much for being with us tonight on Nile TV International and this special coverage. And this brings us to the end of this special edition. Thank you for watching and goodbye.